T-T-L-I-F-T. T-T-L-I-F-T.
This train is for Stratford. The next stop is Poplar. Change the stations towards Beckton.
The lift is a noun, but it's also a verb. And we also want to lift the communities of which we're a part and make sure that they have something they can celebrate in, that they can celebrate, but also something that celebrates them too. And I think that's going to be a fantastic achievement.
In the pub, I think they're a really good interactive place to talk to people because I find people are more relaxed in a pub and I think the general conversation can flow quite easily. I think people feel quite relaxed in that kind of environment.
I see him home. Yeah. I saw the London Eye. Normally in Pizza Express, just over there. Yeah. What about you?
The same.
Outdoors, chilled out.
I don't know, probably at home. Don't really come out much, working. So usually we come here, me and him come here, play football. Besides that, probably at home, yeah.
Under my desk, as in like writing it down and then passing notes in class.
It'll obviously give physical space, but I think it's more the social and conceptual space that it creates. By arriving, it kind of provokes a conversation. And hopefully it will provoke conversations which are currently going on, but kind of amplify them.
Well, 2 years ago, architecture actually came to me and told me about there's LIFT, London International Festival Theatre. I was one of the jurors, and we had to face the architects. Just the fact to be involved in it and making the decisions and questioning them, grilling all those questions, and to know that it's going to be appearing within this year. To know that I've been involved in it, it makes me feel better it makes me feel great. And like I said, it's really innovative, and I'm just glad to be part of it, because it's glad to know that I've actually could tell someone that yes, I've been involved in it and I've made some few decisions through it. So it's a good experience.
My fondest memory is hearing people like April or other people who've been involved in the project talk about it. Like when you know that you've passed on the energy of the project and hearing someone else really advocate it, that's when I feel really pleased about it. Or like some of the Discover children and the fact that when they've been in events we've done, like the sharing event, they've talked about the work that they've been involved in with such ownership. That's a real fond memory.
I think it's going to be like this, like really big open space with loads of activities and VIP kind of things, where like like loads of people are going to come and go and be happy, stuff like that. And we had this really big creative workshop thing, and what else happened? Oh yeah, and four of us got elected to come to the BDG meetings, and well, we came to the BDG meetings, and here we are making this film.
Well, I've come to all the meetings, and I've seen all the different stages of LIFT. And at the beginning, like, we were designing the building, and we done a creative workshop, and we done our own projects on it, and we've just been putting in ideas into the building. if I have only one person to bring along, I'll bring my mum. So then I can show her like what sort of things I've achieved and what I've put into the lift.
Young Actors Company. Young Actors Company.
Young Actors Company. I said young Actors Company. Young Actors Company. Young. I'm trying.
A lot of the stories that we've been working on come from personal and past experiences. So we've been doing like workshops with our writer to get stories that we didn't actually think were stories. Yeah. But when I think everyone found this, like we would work on something and we was like, oh, it's really boring, it's not really a story. And then we'd work on it, and we'd devise it in a theatrical way. Yeah. And it come out to be like some amazing work. And we was like, wow. So basically they're like stories from our past, our childhood, little moments and memories that we had too.
Ta-da! Is that one word?
I would really like to try and bring people that may not usually watch theatre, because that's something that's really important to me, because there are so much people that they just see theatre as boring, but especially where there's going to be so much cultures and different things that people might like the dance more, like, or the capoeira a bit more, they might like certain aspects more. I think this will be a great event to bring people that may not go to theatre and younger people that may not go to theatre.
It'd be good for people that were closed-minded to come as well, and if they left with something that made them think, you know what, I'm going to change my view, or just even if they left with something exactly to challenge what their preconceived idea of a person was or a culture was, or just, I think just to get everybody to come, like, you know, taking on both of what you guys said.
It's all about belonging. It's all about belonging. It's all about belonging.
I actually genuinely admire the work of the LIFT team, because they've been through a huge amount in the last couple of months, have shown professionalism and creativity every day, and everything that they've dreamt about is just about to be realised.
Throughout my career, LIFT's kind of represented this fantastic ideal of kind of bringing really high quality art that means something to the community in which it's being produced, and it has that real commitment to kind of working with people and making something together.
It's a platform 3.
I'm Harold Wynne-Jones, who's wonderful and mad, but not in a deeply clinical way, in a kind of inventive and lovely way.
Well, I'm the artistic director of LIFT, which is the organisation London International Festival of Theatre that has been commissioning the work, the structure itself, and also developing the programme together with 13 fantastic international associates.
I believe more in the project in a sense, because I believe that the LIFT now is a place which is different from any other places, because the LIFT will come to a square or a place wherever in that particular city, and what it's doing is that it's bringing with it a neutral place for conversation, a neutral place for people to talk. And I think that's important, because it seems as if we don't have enough of those neutral spaces in our cities, and so I think the lift is very useful for that.